So what I want to focus on is telling y'all how to take notes, okay? So the first thing I want to do is show you where things are in CTLS. All right, so if you go into CTLS, you go to our classroom as always, right? Go to AVID 2. All right, so you click right here. This is where you have resources, not resources, but all your classwork. Right here is your resources. So first, let's go to classwork. I want you to notice that here's today's lesson. You always going to have your essential question and the standard there. So the essential question for today is the method I use to study ensure success in my academic courses? So if you ever miss a day of class, you have to go to your coursework to get your work. Is there got me on that? So I am saying that because I know most of y'all have some kind of template up you're using. Go ahead and give me my EQ now. Okay. Now, you are not requiring summaries yet because I want to make sure y'all get tight with the notes first. Summaries are coming very fast and in a hurry. But make sure right now you have your essential question. And that is the method I use to study ensuring success in my academic courses? Yes. Say that again. What about the essential question? You know, you're not answering it. You're just writing it. Yeah. Your essential question always go at the top of your notes. So whatever note-taking style you're doing, mind map, outline, Cornell, you always should have the essential question at the very top of your notes. And the idea is that as you write your notes, you're answering the questions. That makes sense to everybody. Okay? The essential question is not meant for you to just go answer it. You're answering the question with your notes or whatever you're doing in that lesson that day. So if a teacher poses an essential question, the goal is not you answer the first 5 minutes, but by the end of the class, you should be able to answer it with what you've been taught. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay. All right. So again, based on I believe everybody in every group has at least one person that has this written down. Is the method I use to study ensuring success in my academic classes. Now, also, if y'all look right over here under the welcome board, it has your class schedules. The essential questions are always there for you. Do I got me on that? I always write them there for you. So you have them there to always get to it. Like say you get it by the middle in the class. All right. Now, if you click right here where it says my resources, some of you have been using this because I've seen some of y'all use my Cornell Notes template. This is the Cornell Notes template. Pretty straightforward. Everybody uses this. You put your essential question. Now, questions, it can be questions here. It could be words here, and you have your notes. Let me reiterate. Summaries are coming. Is everybody got me on that? And look at what the summaries will be. Always 3 to 5 sentences summary of what you learned. Is everybody got me on that? Are you required to do that yet for Dr. Tidwell, though? No, they're coming. Okay. So you have that template, and then you also have the mind map template. And again, these are all in Google Docs and everything like that, so you can use that. And in this case here, you can maybe have the topic and the essential question in that middle box. You're using like this template here. That makes sense to everyone? And if you're using this template here, so like say you start here, you have one subtopic here, and then you have basically more details of those subtopics there. Okay, everybody? And again, the mind map is far more colorful. And anytime you do something electronically, you definitely want to use more color as possible. I saw some really awesome notes from people yesterday, but color really helps out when you're doing things. Now, y'all have e-binders, right? Okay. So the idea of the e-binder is that you always want to work harder, not smarter. Sometimes you have to be uncomfortable to learn a new comfort level. Does everybody got me on that? So I'm going to use an example. Did any of y'all know how to walk when y'all first born? But you learn how to walk, right? And some of us hurt ourselves more than others, right? Okay. Did you know how to use the bathroom when you was first born? Some of us have to take long to learn how to eat too, right? How many people take capsule pills when they have to take the meds from the doctor? Okay. So not everybody does it. I mean, someone still got to learn how to take that because sometimes the medicine, the liquids is just nasty, right? You have to learn something new, regardless if you want to, you not, and if you learn it, sometimes you find out it may work out for your best. In this case, learn how to do electronic notes can save you time because everything you submit is e-binders, right? So that means that's some less work you have to do, like taking pictures and stuff like that, because all you gotta do is to share a link for it. Does everybody make sense there? Everybody follow me? All right. So this is where I have those templates for you. You also got the TRF hints, the tutorial guides, things like that. But let's go back to show you how to do outline notes. Now, the way I'm about to show you right now in Google Docs is the same way you do it in Microsoft Word. Now, what's the first thing I'm supposed to do every time I make a document? What am I supposed to title it as? So everybody here, because some people did not do this in eBinder. Make sure you're paying attention. This is for your benefit, particularly this class, because like 2 people did not do this correctly. What am I supposed to do here? Well, how am I supposed to title my work? And if you don't know, that's horrible right now. I'm going to say that, but get it now, okay? All right, how am I supposed to do it? First initial, last name, underscore, the assignment name, and this is going to be how to study. Notice how I wrote that, right? Using the capital letters to change where I have the words at. Underscore what? AVID 2B or AVID 2A, depending on what class you're in. Everything's supposed to be saved like this. When you share my link, when I share my link to my teacher, I'm supposed to give a URL. I'm supposed to change the link to this title. Huh? Change it to the title. And I showed this to y'all earlier in the class, in an earlier video. You're getting points knocked off if you're not doing that. All right, now, as far as taking my notes, first thing I want to do is I'm going to go to title. I want to go ahead and make the title says how to study. Hit the enter key. Now, on Google, I have to hit the little more button here. Now, everybody see these little dots right here? This is if I want to do a numbered list. This is if I want to do a bold list. Or if I want to do a checklist. For Google, I like to use a checklist. So I click that. Now I start taking my notes. Hit the return key. Hit the tab key. That's how I make that indentation. Is that right with me so far? So now let's say the first one I might have here is 3 note styles. And I'm just making it up. Okay, y'all? Forget about spelling because you're typing fast, right? The first might be Cornell. Here I might talk about what is Cornell. Now, this is why I really love taking things digitally. I can now go online and look up Cornell notes. Y'all with me so far? Okay. I can look up images. Y'all still with me? I can do a right click, copy that image, and guess where I'm about to put that image at, y'all? Right back in my notes, right? So now I have a visual of what the Cornell notes is like. Then I can go ahead and hit the enter key again. And now I need to go back, right? So I hit the decrease indent. Does everybody see how I just did that? Now I have my next one might be mind map. Did y'all see how these are now outline notes? This is why I like digital notes, because now you have those pictures, you can supply links, things like that you're not going to be able to get printing out and write things out. Does everybody got me on that? Is everybody follow? Yes. Okay. Is everybody clear on how to do outline notes in Microsoft, not in Microsoft, but in Google Docs? All right. Now, because I know a lot of us use Microsoft Word, let me show y'all Microsoft Word. All right. It's very similar. It's nothing really too different about it. Google Docs and Microsoft Word are literally like collapse, like on the same road, if you will. All right. So make a new document. And again, I want to go to heading, how to study. Is everybody follow what I'm doing? Okay. Let me show y'all something else though. Go to if you raise your hand if you use Microsoft. Okay, you have to do this. I don't want you to go through it now. Bad story. Undergrad, I had to do I was a Bachelor of Science major in meteorology. So I had to do a bachelor's thesis. My thesis was on what if a hurricane hit New Orleans? Everybody got me on that? And I had Fortran coding. Listen to what I'm about to say. I typed all my code out in Microsoft Word. That's what my teacher wanted. I don't know why. But I didn't save it. Everybody got me on that? We had a small earthquake in San Francisco. Power went out. My whole code was lost. It was over 75 pages of code written. Gone. Now, luckily, I had to write the code, and I really memorized it all right, so I was able to go back and write it. But anytime you do this, you always want to go to your options. So go to options. Y'all see this button right here where it says save? Change it to where you save auto recover every minute. Is everybody got me on that? That means every minute your computers are automatically saved. So you have a less chance of happening what happened with me with that code. Does that make sense to everybody? Use that in all your Microsoft things. Google Docs will do that automatically. Is that right clear there? Microsoft, you got to set it to be 1 minute, and then you always want to share them. Make sure you have a location where you can get it, and you want to keep the last auto recovered version. If I close without saving, meaning let's say power goes out and your computer dies. Is everybody got me on that? Because you know how sometimes we don't have battery. Like that's what happened to my computer. You still have that last copy. That's a lifesaver when you're doing a lot of work. It happened with my dissertation. I was so happy to say because I thought I was lose all my material. Yeah. So like literally have it just like the way I have this screen. Auto save to OneDrive. Keep the next button right here, and then that's about all you really have to have. After that, you can kind of leave it as you want. Does that make sense? And then for me at home, now this is my school computer. I don't even take this computer home. Okay, I have all my stuff go to my external 2 terabyte drive for my backup. That's my backup drive. Does that make sense, everybody? Always have it backed up. This could save yourself a lot of time and pressure. And I hope that helps y'all out. All right, let's get back to what I was going to show you. Does this help y'all out? Same thing if you do PowerPoint, no matter what you use. All right, anyway. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, now in Microsoft, the tabs are right here for me. So what I want to do is click right here where it says bullet points. Again, 3 note-taking styles. I hit the tab key, Cornell, right? Y'all with me? Hit the next tab key, I write my notes, hit the return key, then I hit the decrease indent, and then I can keep going my notes. Now, let's say I delete the whole thing. That's fine. I just go back to the last place I had the bullet point, hit the return key, and I get that back up. Does everybody follow me on that? What? No, I'm showing you an example. This is not what you are doing. I'm showing you an example of how to take outline notes in Microsoft and Google. This is an example because some of y'all here do not know how to do these kind of notes. Yes. That's fine. If you want to use a template from Canva, which I'm about to go to next, that's fine. I actually probably prefer the Canva templates. So let's show that actually right now. I am not going to say this because, I'm not going to ever use that notes. Let me go back to my Word document. All right, so go ahead and go to Canva. And be clear, you can use Canva, you can use Adobe Express. Y'all have free accounts through Adobe Express. I'm going to show both Adobe Express too. All right. Why is Canva not showing up? Okay. All right. So again, with Adobe Express, you always want to log in with your Cobb County email. Y'all with me on this? All right. So what I would do is just type in notes. Yeah, you have it free, but you got to use your student.cobbk12. And basically, I will then click here where it says templates, and then I just find a template I like. So like here is a concept, like a mind map right here. Find one that you like, and then just use it. And that's different. There's 4 column notes right here. We'll talk about those later on. You want to do that. There's different ones here. Canva seems to have a lot more now. I'm really looking at this, but that's cool. Here's another one right here that I've seen students use as far as, again, mind map similar. Y'all got me on that? But why can't I log into Canva? I'm gonna try this one more time, and then I'm gonna move on so we can get through our day. Is this helping? Okay. Okay, I can't log into Canva, so let me try to go to another browser. Y'all bear with me. Now, keep this in mind. When y'all using Canva, you do not need to pay for a subscription. Does everybody got me on that? I got your hand. Does everybody hear me on that? I am not telling y'all go buy a subscription. I am not saying that. You can do a lot of these things for free, and I like Canva also because it's good on my cell phone. What's up? Outline. So outline is what I just showed y'all to do in Microsoft Documents. Okay. All right. So now you go to Canva. Here are some different templates they got. Who's using Canva for their notes? Okay. So which templates are y'all use? Yeah, Mind Map is probably the best one they got here in Canva, and they already set for you. You just got to throw your stuff in there, which is really cool. Here's one they got for sticky notes. I'm gonna type in Cornell. I'm just curious what's gonna happen. Focus notes is too broad because there's different types of focus notes. So I've done that before, and it doesn't work out very well. And you always want to make sure when you're doing these kind of searches, you're being very specific. But I'm gonna check in a second and see what comes up to though. All right, nothing really came up from Cornell. It's like I've been focused just for the sake of doing it. And you see what I'm saying? Like everything really kind of comes up with the focus up. But I know mind maps are really good here for Canva. I've used it. My son has used it, and other students has also used it. All right. Does that help everybody out as far as how to take at least outline notes? Yes, no? You just pick one. So there are going to be days where I'm going to say, I need you to do these notes. Has everybody got me on that? Those days will be very rare because I really want y'all to be able to have some freedom. But I say that to also say that it might be some days like when I introduce like 3 column and 2 column, I want you to do those notes because I'll make sure I show y'all those notes. Make sense, everybody? But it's not going to be that often. You always get to choose between Cornell, mind map, and outline notes. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes, no? Okay.